In today's video, I am going to be breaking down how Ja Morant was able to score 34 points in his first game back and bring his team back from losing the game to winning and getting the game-winning point. Let's get down. Let's check out Ja Morant and what makes him so spectacular and some of the things that he does on the court that you can emulate and do yourself to become an insanely amazing basketball player. And, of course, an amazing shooter. Okay, so first off, when he's attacking the basket right here, he's doing a quick hesitation, and he's going to go and attack the middle of the key. Attacking the middle of the key is always beneficial because you're going to be collapsing a lot of the defense, and that's going to allow you to get a lot of assists. In this case, he's able to do a quick alley-oop lob to his teammate, because he's gathered his center's defender. This is so important, and being able to, of course, get that lob is extremely important. Too bad Biombo can't do that. But he was still able to fight for that offensive board, and he was still able to finish at the rim. Okay, so right now in this clip, what we see is he goes over top of that screen, and in my opinion, he should have actually pulled for the shot. The hedge man was way too deep, and his man was going underneath that screen, but it really does not matter, because when he attacked that man who was supposed to be helping out, clearly wasn't. Zion was not playing defense, and Zion was very slow. Zion was also on his heels. Ja Morant was able to get right past him, and he was able to stretch out for that left-hand layup on the left side, which made it impossible for Valanciunas to be able to block. Now, you can't really see it in this close-up, but this is not how you play defense. You are not playing defense standing straight up. I don't know what Zion was thinking. You should be shuffling alongside with Ja Morant, but let's face it, he's not exactly in the best of shape he's ever been, and he basically just allowed that guy, Ole defense I call it. I call it Ole defense because if he was a bullfighter, let's say he was a bullfighter, he would have been having a cape right here, and he just goes and lifts the cape and says, Ole! That's what I call Ole defense, because he didn't play defense on Ja Morant, and Ja Morant was able to read that Zion was not ready to guard his speed. Now, here's a play that's ran on pretty much every single team ever. Basically, this is a Horns offense. They set a screen on either side. It can be also ran as a 5-out as well. And basically, they set a screen on either side of Ja Morant's man, and he can go and attack either side. In this case, he's attacking the left side because this is a much slower defender than this guy if they were to switch off. And he's able to attack that man. He's way back on his heels. Ja Morant is able to read that. This guy comes over for help defense. Ja's got a teammate over here. He's got a teammate here. He's got options to pass to. He's got three guys that he needs to try and score on if he wants to try and score, and that's exactly what he's able to do. Now, when you're in this situation, I'm going to tell you right now, this is a very hard shot to be able to take. I would not suggest taking this shot. I would actually suggest kicking it out if you were a player looking to get more playing time. However, Ja Morant is Ja Morant, and one of the tips that I can give you is to just try to get that ball up as high as you can, because no matter how high is high enough, it's not going to be probably high enough. So just try to get that ball up as high as you can, and you can hopefully get it in. Now, in this case, we have Zion once again trying to guard Ja Morant. It's just a bad mistake waiting to happen, and it's really easy to attack a man like this who really gives you many different options. So right now, he goes and tries to attack that right side. He's trying to bait Zion into giving him a better top foot to attack. Of course, he wants to attack that top foot because it's going to take Zion a heck of a long time to be able to turn his body. Now, he doesn't want to attack it right now because this guy's in help defense. He could kick it out over here for a 3, but when he attacks this right side, he's trying to get more distance away from this guy, potentially get him onto his heels, but really establish that top foot of Zion. And once he really establishes that, he can really get his shoulder into the shoulder of Zion. Now, Zion's quite a big man, so it did bump Ja back quite a bit, but he was able to still get a full head of steam, gets his shoulders lower than Zion's, which gives him leverage against him. No matter how strong Zion is, if you've got leverage and you're strong yourself, you're going to be able to get some easy options when trying to score, and that's exactly what he was able to do here. Now, he did pass it off to Biombo for an easy floater, but just being able to get past a big man like that, these are some tips that every player needs to be able to incorporate into their game. Now, everyone's afraid of attacking a rim with a big man and potentially another big man following. Now, why should you not be afraid of this? Well, first off, if we go really slowly, he's going off 2 feet mid-key. this is going to give him a lot of different options because he can throw his whole body at Valanciunas and hope for the best, or he can try to be a little bit flashy. Now here, he gets the ball up high. Why this is important is because now the referees are going to be able to see anyone hitting his arms in that spot. If the ball was down here, there's not going to be any fouls being called. So Ja Morant is able to attack that rim, stretches out, gets that layup. He doesn't get hit, so there was no foul calls. However, he was still able to make that shot. Now, just being aggressive alone, being just aggressive, just trying to attack that rim and creating contact with a defender, as soon as you feel that contact, go up for your shot. Now, if you're going towards the left side and you're right-handed, jumping off your left foot is preferable. This is the leg to be able to jump off. You can go for these shots. This is a high percentage shot in my mind because you're going off that left leg, you're going towards your left side, so your right side's in line, and shoulder, elbow, inline, ball over top of shoulder. Perfect shooting triangle right there. That's going to be a straight shot. You got the and one already because you made contact with the defender. If you can do this, and you've got referees who can call fouls and are not afraid to blow the whistle, then you can get a lot of these and ones very, very easily. Now on this drive, he spins off, and now watch what he does when he's spinning off. Right there. He's able to go right foot, left foot. This gives him balance. He's going up with 2 feet, but where is that ball? A lot of players want to try to be aggressive, and they attack that center. They attack the help side or whoever, and they keep the ball down here. By keeping the ball down here, the defender is going to be able to hit it with the body, hit it with his arms. Referee's not going to see it. Keep the ball up high, and then that referee is going to be able to witness if there's anything hitting this part of his arms, which then allows him to be able to attack that rim and get the and one. Now going down into the stretch, 113 to 113 with 5 seconds left. What is going to happen? Who does he have on the floor right now that the defense has to worry about? He's got a player here who can shoot. He's got a player here who could cut back door. Same here. This guy should be listening to his teammates. He should be getting ready, getting low on his toes, because he knows that Ja Morant is very explosive and he's going to try to attack the rim anyways. He's the Grizzlies' #1 man. This guy should be having his back to the baseline. Why is his head facing away from the #1 player on the other team's roster? Why is that a thing? Anyway, so that's my rant. Anyway, so what are we seeing right here? Well, at this point, with 3 seconds left, he's not passing it off. He's going one-on-one. Is he going to take a 3 or is he going to attack the rim? Personally, if I'm a defender, I would rather him have a contested shot, so I would be having my hand up. I would not be having my hand down. At this point, he's going to cross over. You know that he's going to attack the rim. He's going to attack this left side. He could do a step back or he could drive. Well, at this point, this guy's going to be able to cut him off. So personally, I would be playing him straight up. I wouldn't be giving him middle of the court. And what I mean by giving him middle, even though he's forcing him towards the sideline by having this as his top foot, Ja Morant's going to attack your top foot 98% of the time. So when that happens, guess what? That quick hesitation, you drop your foot. You shouldn't be dropping your foot. You should be sliding over to try to cut him off. But Ja Morant's able to read that. He's able to take one step that created that new top foot, which allows Ja Morant to spin off. Always try to figure out who has their top foot and where, and then he's able to spin off. He's spinning off with his head up, because if this guy was coming up to jam him, that would have been a pass down here. And then he is able to go straight up because everyone was playing their man. This guy was not in any position to be able to contest this shot whatsoever. A hand up is not a contest for Ja Morant, and then he was able to make that shot. That is how that shot went in. So this is how you win games and score more points like Ja Morant. This is how you scored 34 points. Hit that like button, subscribe. Make sure to go check out the link down below to be able to shoot the basketball from further away, and I will see you guys again in my next video.